Alright, so the first half of this episode was Gajeel being a badass, and then the second half of this episode was Laxus being a badass. So according to my math, badass plus badass equals a badass episode, right? Because I can agree with that, can you agree with it? So I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this episode didn't really have much except that it was mostly action. We get some backstory with Gajeel, and we have Levy blushing, being like, I didn't mean to do it, I was just going off of a whim and stuff like that. So, I mean, that's basically it, because it was just mostly action. It was like Gajeel versus Torofus, or whatever his name is, Tora, and then we have Laxus facing off Tempesta, which, I mean, they both, well, Laxus doesn't beat Tempesta, but we see that, Laxus is a badass. But I guess I could talk about Gaju's backstory, where we see one of the councilmen, or councilwoman in this case, that, had an interest in Gajeel, and how he reminded her of her dead son. And, Gajeel being, before he went all good guy and joined Fairy Tail, he was a bit of a snot. And that's kind of the one thing I like about Gajeel, when, he's obviously kind of like a Vegeta clone for Fairy Tail. If you think about it, like, he gets the blue-haired girl, he went from villain to hero. But, unlike Vegeta, Vegeta had so many things that, he still did. Even though he was on the hero side, he became Majin Vegeta. And then, Gajeel, he doesn't, like, go back to, like, his evil roots. He just kind of, gets stronger. And if anything, it's just his personality that's, like, cocky and is, like, somewhat, it's not even evil. It's, like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just, he just does things. Anyway, so there's that. And then when she gets assassinated, he's really sad because, she gave him all this kindness, and he basically didn't like, take any of it, or, savor it, I guess is the best term. And he just, he just feels bad in the end. So I thought that was a really nice moment. It got me, somewhat into the feels. Like I mentioned earlier, kind of, when it comes to, media, whether it be movies, TV shows, or anime, it takes me a lot to cry. I think, the last time I, like, truly teared up was either Plastic Memories or Your Lie in April. But, Fairy Tail actually comes pretty close in certain moments. And then Gaju's fight with Tora, it was pretty cool. Still kind of the friendship and magic thing. But, to be honest, it's Fairy Tail. What do you expect? I don't really, really care about that. As long as the fights are really cool, and it's really cool how they incorporated some chemistry where you get iron plus carbon equals steel. I don't know if that's true. I'm not a chemistry major. I really didn't even like chemistry. I passed with a B, I believe. I mean, I get chemistry. It's just that I'm not, efficient, so I don't know if that's true or not. Anyway, moving over to Laxus' fight with Tempesta, it's just, I honestly thought that, during this fight that Laxus, I remembered him being healed, but I guess not, and it just shows you how badass Laxus is that he still has all that, like, black magic inside of him, and he's just being a freaking badass, just taking on Tempesta, like, no problem. Well, no problem would be exaggerating it, but he's still going all out, and that just makes Laxus a badass. But yeah, so it looks like Laxus' fight is going to conclude next episode, which it should. No fight should drag on for more than 2 episodes, and it looks like the next battle is going to start, where it's going to be Erza versus Kyoka once again. And yeah, the Tartarus arc, I'd probably say we have like another maybe 7 episodes, probably another season of anime, and then next season it's gonna be like probably a bunch of filler again, and then that allows like Hiro Mashima to get ahead with the arcs that he's doing now. Because if I remember correctly, the Tartarus arc it ended around this time now, which like this October, because that's where I remember with the BS Erza moment that happens that got a lot of people mad, including myself, because it just didn't make sense. Anyway, overall, I thought this episode was great. I love the action. I love the backstory. I just love both Gajeel and Laxus being badasses. I love Levy being, she not, like, revealing her true feelings and, blushing a little bit. That's cool as well. And, yeah, that's honestly it. And, yeah, so those are just my thoughts. Let me know yours down in the comments below. And with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Thank you for watching. I truly do appreciate it. And I'll see you guys all next time, which should be Sunday, for One Punch Man. And until then, bye-bye.